The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weed soap game, had a game so it's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep it straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Called out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, fantasy football hustler, back at ya.
What's happening? Top of the morning, little bit over 24 hours from kickoff. All out motherfucking war. I am Luigi. What's happening?
Yeah, get those questions in because we're only going to be here for maybe 30 minutes today. Shout out to Emil. What up?
What you got going this morning?
I got to go pick up a rental car. Vanessa's going to San Diego.
Okay.
What up, Derek?
What's happening? Salute.
And Derek said, Hudson Bogey, we early today. Wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I mean, and shit, you know, like 10 minutes early, 15, 20, whatever. We here, though.
I'm not even tripping that we have a short show today because, man, dropping like 8, 9, 10 players per roster right now is hella difficult.
I already did that part. I'm Gucci. Now it's like, man, just got to.
I started going through it yesterday. I was like, fuck, I was supposed to do this.
Now I got to wait for the stupid Travis Kelce news. That's the only other thing I'm waiting for now because now it's like pointless to go in and like start changing all the Thursday shit when Travis Kelce's like on half of my teams.
He really is, dog. I have him on every team. Fuck, this shit's crazy, bro. Even like I'm in. What is it? Hold on. 1, 2, 7, 11, 13, 14, 16. I'm in 24, right? Because 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so I'm in 24-year dynasties, right? 14, I'm sorry. I'm in 14 of them. I have Kelce in 8. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, let me see how many.
I'm fucked off over there.
Yeah, let's see this. I'm gonna go see how much I have Kelce on. Let's see.
Yeah, what's the latest news? They're just gonna wait. I mean,
there's no ligament damage.
Okay, so I thought they were gonna do another look. I thought they're getting like another look. Okay, well, I guess
Emil said Kelce has a bruised bone. Don't know if he's playing yet.
Okay, the bone contusion.
All right, let's see.
Ah, great. I think my lighter's upstairs.
All right, here we go. Let's see how much Travis Kelce is rostered on all my leagues. This is all dynasties. I'm doing this on dynastyplanet.com. Let's see it. All right, where is Kelce? Yeah, out of all these 120 like teams or whatever, I've got Kelce on 17.69%.
69, dudes.
23 teams.
Out of how many?
120.
Cool. That's not so bad.
Not so bad. I'm hearing everyone. Oh yeah, I got him on 8 teams or whatever. Clark's like, I'm so screwed. Like, nah, man.
Nah, man.
No,
Clark.
I'm screwed.
The ones that are screwed are the ones that have Rashad Penny, Clark. Okay.
You know who I got?
Take a guess on who I have rostered on more than anybody. I have him in 55 of the leagues, 42.31%. And I'll give you a hint. It's an IDP guy, not a linebacker. What up, JPZ?
Is it a DB?
Yeah, and it's someone that I love.
Antoine Winfield?
No. Little older.
Oh.
He only had the biggest
my guy from the Bills.
Nope. He only had the biggest game in the playoffs for IDP guy. Maybe ever.
Yeah, Rashawn Jenkins.
Yep.
Yeah, how do you have so much Rashawn Jenkins? Oh, yeah, he was like one of the hot. He was the hotness. Best ball too. Okay.
Yeah, I got a shitload of
it's funny though, because like I always forget about him in best ball until like I'm in the end and he be there. You know what I mean?
Derek.
Like, oh shit, okay.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't be there right at the end if I'm in that league because I was usually swooping him like in the 20s, like somewhere, early 20s. What up, JPZ?
What up, JPZ? Let me go get a water real quick.
Let's see, we got. Derek said you should be crying more than us. It's because everything's gonna work out, man. Everything is gonna work out. And Dan, Derek Duggar is actually my second most rostered player, 35% rostered. I have him rostered in just as many leagues as I do Sam Darnold with 35. Devin Lloyd, 34%. Najee, 34.62%. So Najee is like officially my most rostered like offensive like star like this year. It's crazy because it's all the IDPs that are on top. Like here goes like just the top like rostered guys: Jenkins, Duggar, Sam Darnold, Devin Lloyd, Najee, Allen Robinson, Kenny Gainwell, Nakobe Dean, Bobby Wagner, Brian Asamoah, Chris Godwin, Brian Robinson, Javon Holland, Shaq Leonard, and Antonio Gibson. I got all those guys rostered in 29 leagues or more. Man, so Najee needs to pop. I got all the Najee this year. He's like my number one rostered offensive guy besides Sam Darnold.
Wow.
If Sam Darnold hits, that means my best ball teams are about to be hitting.
It's funny because Najee just smooth in the fourth round. You know what I mean? It's hard to not take Najee there. You know what I mean?
What up, Matt?
What
up, Peacock?
Peacock! Shout out to my guy Peacock.
Yeah. Matt, so what do you think of my wide receiver running back room? Bijan, Najee, AJ Waddle, and CJ Watson. He goes by CJ. Yeah, he goes. I was assuming Christian, but did he go by CJ?
The 10-teamer?
Because CJ Watson, I just typed him in. That's a basketball player, so I'm assuming Christian Watson.
What if he has one of them dual leagues, them league of leagues?
Ooh, where you play basketball players and football.
Yeah, what do they call those? They actually have those, right? They're called like legacy leagues or league of leagues or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I know Adam Rank.
He said he's stupid. It is Christian, and he said, "Yeah, 10-team full PPR."
Yeah, not bad. I mean, you could tell where he went.
I don't like Watson. I mean, that's rather.
Yeah, I don't like him if he got him like there in like that 5th or 6th range. You know what I mean?
It's funny. He said, "I've been walking around calling this man CJ for months."
That's funny. For a couple of years, I called Jeff Wilson Jeff Willis. It was like an inside joke. People like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, and who's the guy who we were talking about? It was like the first superstar of this channel, I think. Mike Smith.
Right?
Yeah, Mike Smith.
Doesn't exist outside of the multiverse where we came from.
And it wasn't even me who said that. It was someone who like asked a question: should I start Mike Smith or should I start this guy? And I already got it. Like, I wonder if it's a combination of like this person and this person. He has them both together and they fused them.
Like fucking Super Saiyans.
What up, Peacock? He said, going out to my truck to hit a deep bowl of cherry pie. There you go.
I like it.
He said, FYI at my shop, extended sale until tomorrow, $13 regular shirt.
Start off the new NFL season with a brand new thread from Peacock.threadless.
Yeah.
Or neonpeacock.threadless, excuse me.
And they said, well, actually, I believe it's neonpeacockmerch.com.
Okay, I like it. I like it. It's a good change.
Yeah.
I actually knew a company. I never told them this before, but they used to sell high-end jackets, right? They were called Threadless, and that was their whole thing, is that everything looked like seamless. And like, their jackets were like $900 to like $1,200.
Yeah.
And they were and they used to sell a gang of them, and they came and went really fast. But like, I always thought that was brilliant. So, you know what I'm saying? Like when I tried to come out with my own tracksuit line, and I was gonna do the same thing, sell them for like $1,000 for the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because it's like I always felt like once the moment you put a price on something like that, people treat it a certain way. You know what I mean? But then you also have to have the quality too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I wanted to do like silk, like insides. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Tino said, oh, guys up early. Okay, what's good, team? It's funny because we literally started like maybe like 20 minutes earlier than we would normally start. But I guess there's a lot of times where we start late, right?
Yeah. And I mean, because I usually go to like 10:30.
Yeah. What up, Chris Bay?
What up, Chris Bay? Shout out to my
if anyone has questions, make sure you get them in now. We're only going to be on for about 20 more minutes. I got to go pick up a rental car for Vanessa, so we'll be a little hiatus until FNT later today, and then that'll be the last show of the day. No cards today. We're switching the card breaks to Saturday afternoon in West Coast, early evening East Coast time. Noble's got his baseball games on Wednesday now, so I'm not doing any kind of shows on Wednesday night unless we bring back the Playmakers on Wednesday night, and it's like 7:30 start times.
I was gonna say we might bring back Playmakers tonight for like a draft review. But it might be like a late night show. I knew I was supposed to do something yesterday. I'm gonna holler at Peacock, see if he could throw something together.
We just hollered at him because he's in the chat.
Yeah, Peacock. Throw me together like a Playmakers season opener or something like that. When draft roster reviews and then Q&A or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Spence will get in and get out. Oh, you'll be back then too.
I'll be like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I want to get some Playmakers on the Thursday night show tomorrow because Vanessa's going to be out of town for a couple days. So I got to get Noble to karate, and that shit happens right during the game. So I'll be able to start the game and finish the game, but we need at least someone on here with Bogey. We can't have Bogey on here by himself for an hour.
We could, but it's gonna be a really long hour. You know what? Let me go holler and see whoever wanted to join forces, because like, man, that's another thing too. Is like, fuck, I gotta
and Peacock said, got you, bro. Said season opener, roster review, got it.
Nice.
And Derek's cracking up after he said that. He could be. It's gonna be a long hour though.
Really long.
Yeah, you know, Derek, anytime you want to come on for any of the games, Derek, you always got the open invite. I don't know, your schedule on Thursday, Sunday night, Monday, whatever. But if you ever want to hop on, you got the open invite.
I gotta yeah, I'm curious.
Okay, Peacock said he could definitely kick it tomorrow for the game. There we go.
There you go.
All right. Hey, AJ in the house. What up, bro?
What up, son?
And Peacock said, just let me know, Bogey. Well, if you want to come on right when the right when the game starts, that'll work out perfect. I think I'm going to be on for 30 or 45 minutes. And then I got to bounce to take Noble to karate, and then I'll be back in like an hour and 15.
Nice. Yeah, we can do it. We can definitely run that one up.
Yeah. And especially for these games, man. I mean, we need to be even doper than the Manning cast. We got to get people coming on, even if people are coming on and off, pause for, a quarter here, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes, we just want to see more people hopping on.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm gonna shoot the link out to all the cool who's who that we rock with. You know what I mean? See if they want to make a cameo. Hey, football's back. Let's have a party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, and yeah, we'll see about Kelsey though. I mean, everyone is like really freaking out like crazy. If Kelsey misses one game at the very beginning of the season, and that's all he misses, that's literally the best thing that could happen for like any kind of
thought of something
injury.
too. There's two things there's one thing that I worry about is his age, because it is a real thing when you're on the other side of 30. Just the way you heal is a little different, right?
Man, come on, man. These guys are freak athletes, though. And
if I was to look to nitpick something, I'd worry about that. But then also, here's on the flip side of that, week 2 is damn near 14 days away. What's up, Dad? Top of the morning. It's damn near 14. Well, how many days is that? It's the mini bye week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, he might be straight even just by then. You know what I mean? I mean, they're already saying they can't rule him out. I'm pretty sure that's part of gamesmanship. But at the end of the day, I mean,
it'd be today. Like today's the you know, if they were gonna do it, I mean, I guess they could have done it yesterday, but that's the thing. Like it wasn't that bad because they didn't say he's out this week no matter what. Yeah. Like it took getting the tests and all that, and he's still supposed to try it today at practice to see game tolerance wise what he can do.
Like today, I think he could be okay. I think the best case scenario is he doesn't play 1 week, right? I mean, he could be a game time decision, and then the worst case scenario is he just get out there on some decoy shit or
if he's a game time decision, I'm sitting him.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's almost as good as like he should just miss this game. I mean, just for the long haul, because we in it for the long haul. B, this ain't DFS. You know what I mean? Let's fucking go. I want a season long chipper, and I need all my Kelsey teams to be right.
Of course, like when there comes injuries, especially to big people, we always have the goofy motherfuckers who want to come out and say, "I told you so." And there's this one goofy ass. He always comes in here too, Scott. I didn't think he was like a douche like that. And but he's like taking his victory lap. I was telling you guys not to draft him so early because he's old.
Oh my God, this guy
Simmons is old.
Look at him, man.
And I was like, come on, man. I was like, I'll let this one slide because I want you to know that taking victory laps over injuries is I'm just gonna delete posts like that. Like, I hate people who take victory laps over injuries. And like, I'm not even sour about Kelsey. Like, you guys see me. I'm like not even tripping about it. But I hate people. That's like fantasy counselor like type shit. I despise people who take victory laps over anyone getting injured. And like the stupidest thing is like, he was like, oh yeah, I just told everybody, like, you're just so stupid if you draft him like so early. And like,
he never said a goddamn thing to us.
He said that he told us 2 months. 2 months ago. I was like, yeah, sure.
I don't remember. Because you know why? You're not memorable.
Yeah, because I would have said, you do whatever you want to do. Because like, if your only like argument is he's old, like, okay, he's old compared to every running back in the league. He would be like an older end, like wide receiver. But like, we've seen fucking tight ends play until their late 30s. Like, he's not even old for a tight end. Like, this is stupid. Derek said, I ain't taking no victory lap over here. I'm over here crying. And Emil said, I think it'll be a Jerick McKinnon game. I don't know about a Jerick McKinnon game. Like, maybe he'll get a touchdown and 15 touches or so. Hopefully he gets like 5+ like receptions. But the times when we saw Jerick McKinnon games was when Pacheco was like hurt. I think it's about to be a big ass Pacheco game tomorrow. Peacock said Pacheco, Mahomes, perhaps start for Sky Moore. Yeah, it could be a start for Sky Moore, especially with some of the other pieces banged up. He said, I don't have any Chiefs other than Mahomes, Kelsey, and Pacheco. Yeah, very little Sky Moore. I took Kadarius Toney yesterday in what the 3 QB league when we were like third to last round or like some shit like that. I was like, fuck. Or no, I was going to. And I said, no, fuck that, because you might ruin my team. Never mind, I didn't take him yesterday. I was thinking about it like hard. Pause.
What was the question?
Look at this. Bake said his brother said on his podcast that he talked to Travis, and he believes his brother will play Thursday, he describes having the same injury after he kicked a piece of wood and still played himself. I guess the thing that's a little bit hard, I mean, playing center and playing tight end, like there's not a lot of movement that what's his name? Jason.
I mean, but you are crouching, you are getting down into that crouching.
Could you imagine though, like everybody out there is gonna be like leg hunting for fucking Kelsey?
I mean, yeah, have you seen that new NFL commercial? It's hella funny.
Which one?
It's like there's another guy, he's asking the player. So like if you hit like too high, unnecessary roughness. Okay, what about if you hit too low? Unnecessary roughness. Well, how do you hit him then? What if you land on the guy and then roll off of him? Like it's hella funny because they're making fun of all the flag shit that we deal with these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Peacock said, bro, I played he said I moved to tight end in flag football once I turned 30. He said started balling after that. He said, I think you got to be old to be a good tight end.
Because you understand the game, right?
We talked about that. That's why rookie tight ends aren't usually that good.
Yeah.
It took Kelsey 4 years to become Kelsey.
2016 is when I was like, I got to have him everywhere. I mean, he was flashing 2015 too. When was the rookie year? 14 or 13?
I think 13. Could have even been 12 though. Let's go check it.
Oh yeah, maybe you might be right there.
13.
Okay. Yeah, and that was the only year he was basically hurt, and he flashed all day, every day with Alex Smith. It just took a little cool minute. If you remember too, there was an entire season 2016 where they didn't even throw a touchdown at a receiver all year.
Which year was it?
I think it was 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't throw a touchdown to a receiver all year, and then the next year they had Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. And it was literally, it's his first year, he does nothing. Second year, he plays all 16 games, but he only starts 11 games. 2015, he plays all 16 games and starts all 16 games. But he has 5 TDs in 14, 5 TDs in 15, 800 yards in each of them. And then the next year after that, he doesn't go crazy on the touchdowns with 4, but he breaks 1,000.
1,000, and he
ain't missed 1,000 ever since.
Yeah, he's getting it.
And he hasn't missed a game in 10 years almost. I think that's what Bake said. Hasn't missed a game due to injury in 10 years.
Not due to injury, because he did miss the COVID game last year. Remember, or 2 years ago, some bullshit in the playoffs. Remember?
That's why you have to put the asterisk next to it, because he didn't miss a game due to injury.
I mean, they fucked over Eli Manning at one point.
Yeah, see, his wasn't even due to COVID.
Yeah, they just said, let's just go look at Geno Smith real quick, because they knew Eli was finna be gone. But I mean, they were kind of smart to be holding on to Geno, because if Geno can replicate what he did last year, right? It's that's not an outlier year. That's just bad organizations that just didn't know what they had on their hands for hella years. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, shit. They're okay, Eli Manning, you have the longest starting streak as it stands.
But we're pulling your ass.
We're gonna bench you for Geno. Gotta see what Geno looks like.
For one game, that was fucked up.
Break your streak, huh?
For one game, that was it. For one game, why?
That shit is funny.
I don't even like Eli, but that had to make him hella salty. That made no sense.
I feel like Eli's hella passive aggressive to everyone in the world except for Peyton.
Hey, there we go. Let him know. Peacock, he said 3 more subs to hit the 30 mark on Twitch. Let's go. Let's go. And our man Crispy, 12 minutes ago, gifting a 420 crew sub. You the man.
Let's go.
Crispy's just out there spreading his seed, getting more 420 crew members over there for us.
All the children's. We're all his children.
You the man, Crispy.
Crispy's Kids. Donate now to the Crispy's Kids Foundation. For 10 cents a day, you could, barely feed a bogey.
You could buy bogey lunch for half a day. Oh man, but so that dude really, man, he really grinded my gears, and like I didn't even like talk like shit other than like, man, I hate people who like take victory laps over injuries, and I'm just like, anytime I see that shit, I'm pulling it down because that's bullshit.
You know what I always tell people like that? Produce me screenshots of everything you're saying you said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, never said shit to us.
Yeah, and there's still no guarantee that Kelsey doesn't like. There was this was last night.
Is this the same guy that was celebrating Michael Thomas as fuck last year? Then he just disappeared after Michael Thomas died again.
I don't think so.
I don't know. You know what's funny? I don't even take victory laps, period, bro. You know what I do? I try to take that ultimate victory lap when you win a chipper. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do.
If we dive really deep, I mean, I'm going to take a victory lap enough to be like, man, see, at least we told you to get him on your roster. If you had him on your roster, might have got you a dub today. That's about the most victory laps I'll be taking because we do practice what we preach. Maybe we pick up a running back 3 weeks early. Yeah.
Like starting sits. Sometimes people do it for us, man. They come back, man, I'm glad I listened to y'all. Or, man, I should have listened to you, Bogey. Or, man, I should have, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Those are gratifying in its own because I just want to make sure I was giving the right information. You know what I mean?
And he got so salty that he left the group, and we'll see if he even comes back. Like here, he was like, oh, if you want to silence people who have a difference of opinion. And I said, no. The people who are going to get their shit taken down, if you act like a troll, like the fantasy football counselor, your shit is going to get taken down. That's all that it is.
Hold on, let me get this straight. So now he thinks he's like a revolutionary. He's like, you're going to silence the people? Man, shut the fuck up.
Because that's one thing that it's hilarious when like that some people get it and some people don't. Because like there's like damn near 100,000 people in that group. I think it's like we're days away from cracking 100,000 in that group. Yeah. There's so many people that realize I created that. I'm the admin. Like I'm like the host of the club. And like it's not just like a public street, you know? Like at the end of the day, if I don't want any troll shit posted and I catch it, I'm gonna remove it.
Yep.
Fuck those trolls.
I mean, I don't know. It's just funny because it's like people argue too much things like they're factual when everything is subjective. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And if I say I think someone's bad, I'll just tell them, hey, it's my opinion. It's subjective. Right? Yeah. Probably sure there's some fucking person I think's an idiot, also subjective, but I might like this person's like content, but you're not me. I think it's terrible, but that's just me being subjective. See how annoying it gets? Even more annoying when you just keep reminding them things are subjective. They don't like that either.
Peacock said Antonio Brown said he has CTE. Spoiler alert.
How does he know?
And Tino said, I hate when people take victory laps over an older owner getting tricked into trading for lands. Simmons is old.
Look at him, man.
Oh, man. We got to get that drop. And Derek said, say it ain't so.
Oh, I mean, it's going to be all right, Derek. Derek he's still like, man, fuck everything.
Yeah.
What people, I like to believe most people are creature of habits when they do anything, right? So even just for drafting, for example, the people that crossed that line this year and took Kelsey early because then they never would do stuff like that, they're the maddest right now because they're like they took a chance on switching up their repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can't nobody. This is why I want to beat this dude with a fucking mannequin's leg or something, right? That dude Scott, because it's like this Scott, like no one can predict. You're not right because someone got a fluke injury in a practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're not correct. And then you can't even produce anything. He's just one of those like wolf. He sounds like a boy. I mean, there's too many boys that cry wolf, bro. You know what I mean? He just seemed like one of them. I told y'all.
And see, and like
when 2 months ago, that sounds like a lie. Even more
already.
2 months ago, bro. I remember exactly when. Yeah, pull it up.
It was so long ago,
if you
bro.
know exactly when, or is it that long ago that you thought I would forget? My recall is phenomenal. Scott, Scott's barely even been around like in the last like what month? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's been like signing in under like a totally different name because he got locked out of his YouTube account or something.
He's probably watching it right now.
I'm curious how many leagues like a dude like that actually plays in, but it's like the same shit that like, okay, guys like Disco, for example, like, yeah, I could get Travis Kelce, but I got to get him in the first. Like, I'd rather get him in the second or like not get him at all. So like, that's the thing. When people say don't draft him early, they literally mean draft him like draft picks after you drafted him for it to like be okay for them. Like, oh, you got him at the 6th pick? Bro, you should have got him with the 10th.
Bro, I got him in the 10th. It's like,
I don't know. Or like whenever someone says nothing at all and the first words they say is shit like Jelani Woods, you're like, oh, this guy's in the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because anybody can make a proclamation that anybody won't live up to the draft capital, and it's super easy. It's like really hard for players to live up to their draft capital because any kind of injury, any kind of anything, it's like, oh shit, now they're not living up to their draft capital. It's easy to say that. It's a lot harder to say, you know what? I'm not going to draft Travis Kelce because I'm going to draft this person in every single draft in the 5th round. Never heard him say some shit like that. Never even heard him say that don't draft Kelce in the 1st round.
I don't know. It's most people is just like, and he's a best ball guy in particular. So it's like he could just say anything because best
I'm not sure. Well, I'm not talking about Disco.
Oh, okay. You talking about this guy, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just use Disco as an example because there's a lot of people who say,
I would totally pay Disco to beat this dude up in the Disco fight.
Disco's all salty. That's why he hasn't been around. Because in the group, I put there's so much bad advice.
Yeah, I remember.
If you didn't win a championship, just save that advice. And let's save the advice for people who are winning. A lot of people got salty. And I said, if you won a championship last year, throw it in the comments. I said, I won 7. Oh, man. He said, keep my name out your damn mouth. Said, I'll be around. There he goes. He's just watching and not commenting.
I was just about to say.
He is salty, though. He is salty. That's true, man.
I mean, here's the thing. Because
he said I was dividing. He said that I was dividing the
motherfuckers just because you know what I mean? Like, see, that's the thing, too, is like, I'm not popping on no social medias or nothing like that. But like the little circles that we rock with, you know what I mean? We found some of the most degenerate circles. And then like, and that was through weaving through countless of these real rudimentary single QB, non-IDP team defense with kickers type of individuals. Like, it's just like, I've just far outgrown the peon shit. You know what I mean? And hey, when I say peon shit, that's just subjective. I hate it when I do shit like that.
But he did get salty saying that I was trying to divide the community. But like when I see so much bad advice, and I wasn't talking about him, so
that was subjective.
I think it struck just like like he thought that I was talking about him or something. Because like even when I said it, I was like, bro, don't you win championships and money? Like this wasn't a shot at like someone who wins. This is a shot at the people like that, the people like who Bogey brought up a couple days ago, where someone's like, oh, don't be like me, bro. I lost last year because of this reason, and then better switch this up.
I'll never listen to that person. That person ain't win shit trying to give me advice. Get the fuck out of here.
But that's the problem with fantasy football, and I see it on a grander scale than just like the random people in the group who are trying to give out advice. There's so many content creators right now that win nothing, no money, no championships, no nothing, but they're giving you tips and tricks to win your fantasy football league and all this type of shit. That's who I was referring to. It just happened to get put in the group because, yeah, like every time there's a question answered, if there's like 100 people who answer, there's like 90 shitty answers.
I don't know. Here's another thing too. Whenever people have like proclamations with zero logic behind it, they just try to do like catchphrases. Like, we've ran into those guys, right? Guys, James kind of, I said what I said. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we're just supposed to take that. Like, see, shit like that is just stupid to me. And I have no problems like
reverse engineering shit, or like making the case for someone, especially when I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
Like they go, oh, like for example, this actually happened. That guy says, oh, James Conner, he's Kyler Murray's handcuff. And I go, oh, okay, first of all, that's really stupid. But second, maybe I'll explain it for you. Do you mean like, because Kyler Murray always gets hurt, and then when he does, they try to lean on the run? Maybe there's that.
Yeah.
Instead of James Conner, Kyler Murray handcuff. I said what I said. Like,
and Tina said exactly. Hess, I got more championships than that fuck Mel Kiper. Right?
Yeah. And like,
and seeing when I asked the question, see, Ryan just said it right here. Like, he answered the question like the guys who won last year did. He said 3 titles last year for me out of 4 leagues. Let's go.
Yeah.
And like the people who won championships.
I got 8 chips and I'm mad because I only got 6 because I was trying to go for a clean sweep in the goddamn DeMar Hamlin.
The guys who won championships last year, that's the type of comment that they put in the chat. Was like, oh, I won 2 last year. I won 1. I won 5. There was a lot of answers.
Not subjective.
Winning.
Whether you won or not. Whether you're a champion or not. That's not subjective.
You know how many people were in there? Come on, bro. Fantasy football is 90% luck. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that person didn't win last year.
That person's in a kicker league. The kicker is the defense. And I will say, if there's I don't call it luck anymore. I call it's destiny, bruh. Because if it's also the randomization of your goddamn schedule within your league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have the best team subjectively on paper, right? But then you just, every time you play somebody, their whole team got all these soft matchups and they just run shit on you all day. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it could happen, bro. That you ever see some of the best looking teams? They got the most points in the league, but they ain't even in the playoffs. Shit happens all the time. Points scored against is crazy, bro. You know what I mean? You can't control these things. That's where I would say is luck, not like, or even luck is like in the draft and the 2 people you're sandwiched between are just reach city on stupid ass shit that you're never gonna do, and you're just cleaning up in the draft. That's luck. You know what I mean?
And you know what? You know how you counteract bad luck? You increase the odds and you give yourself more chances because that's the only way.
IDP, and you remove the things that are all luck based, like a team defense or a kicker.
Hell yeah!
How many motherfuckers is doing like, okay, well, this offense, they have poor red zone efficiency, but they have 0 problems moving up and down the field. Look at it equals the kicker ratio at a higher percentage. No one's fucking doing that. They're just getting a kicker and getting lucky. Me, if I'm in the league with kickers, I'll take kicker on a Monday.
I even think that having a tight end spot adds a big element of luck in there. Because if you're lucky enough to get Travis Kelce, or if you were over these last 6 or 7 years or whatever, just having him automatically made you a top 4 team because you were lucky enough to have the spot that you could draft him.
Yeah, there would be like a large portion of the offseason where I'm like diagnosing late tight ends. So I know, because if I'm not going to go get one of these high dudes, because I'm always trying to like especially in the Kelce era, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just if you think about it, just like Andy Reid system, tight ends eat. You know what I mean? And now we're starting to see it with the different Brian Daboll systems, or like even the Matt LaFleur, Shanahan ripoff systems. You know what I mean? We're like Nathaniel Hackett. You're gonna see guys like where they target. They're gonna move tight ends here, but Kelce's just he's a top 6-7 receiver as far as production goes. He just happens to be labeled a tight end. You know what I mean? I mean, what is he? He's always finishing top 6-7 if you put him with all the receivers, bro. It's crazy.
For sure. And that's if we're talking like not tight end premium, just like regular shit. We start mixing in tight end premium. I mean, he's flirting with top wide receivers. And Philly Mike, he says, just like a former basketball player trying to talk football. And he said, rings mean everything. Ask Shaq and Charles Barkley. Right?
Shaq always just shut him down, huh? Chuck would get mad as fuck, man. And see, you know what them championships bring you to? All these endorsements and shit and businesses. Look at Shaq is like, Shaq got a whole conglomerate, bro. Shaq got a whole ass conglomerate, man.
Hella businesses.
That motherfucker got the Papa John's too. He was like, oh, you guys are racist? Not anymore. I own you.
And Five Guys is one of the chains that he owns the most of as well. Yeah. Five Guys is good. And Bake said, went to the playoffs and all. Championship in 2 out of my 6. And he said, didn't get the chipper in any. He said, but this year I'm taking that shit in the number 7. February.
Man, I swapped out a Rayshawn Jenkins for a goddamn motherfucking. It was hard. It for fucking Ryan Neal against my Niners on Thursday.
You just got to have one game like that in the playoffs, and like my best ball teams will be like, we're moving on just because of that shit. Philly Mike said, lost in the playoffs last year, had Dak left plan, needed 1 reception, ran the ball 10 seconds, no timeouts. I lost by 0.4. Yeah. The reason why I started playing in all these leagues is because when I was playing in like 3 leagues only, like there was in 2014, I made it to the championship and all 3 of those leagues lost all 3 games. And bad luck just like happened for like years. And then like 2018, I bumped it up to 4, won 3 out of the 4. Next year, bumped it up to 8. And I only won 2 that year, but one of them was like a 14 team, like $100 one. So that like paid for like everything, like right off the bat winning that one. And man, just ain't been looking back ever since. It's like every year since 2019 has been like more championships each year.
I've been winning and losing chips from the gate. And what's crazy is like early on, it used to make me hot until I started doubling up 8 leagues, 5 leagues. Like especially in the early Yahoos, it was just 8 forever because I was like the max, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then I had to make another account, you know what I mean? Type of shit. And then like I was only really fucking with Yahoo until like 2019. You know what I'm saying? And then 2020 was like I felt like I was a cool kid because I was already on Sleeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers is. Now I was like, because now I'm like, we're like fooling with all these like quote unquote analysts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shit was dope back in the days too. Cause like, I just figured like everyone's the same after like 2 years of like working in this space.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like this past 2 years is more fun like the initial 2 years. Cause initial 2 years, just a bunch of like fools that don't really like know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah. There we go. Derek said I was in 2 leagues, made it to the playoffs, but lost in the ship work league. Lost the game before the ship. He said, this year I'm in a lot more leagues, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Here's my point of being in a lot of leagues because then you get.
I gotta go. I should have gone a couple minutes ago. Hey, clock, right in time. What up, clock?
What up, clock? Give me a call. Give me a call, clock.
We'll see you guys back here for FNT at 1 West Coast time.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they